2018, the year of so much work and too little time to post on YouTube. And I'll tell you all about it right after the intro. Happy New Year, folks. It's me again, back at it. I had a really good 2017. It was a good year. I want to make sure in 2018 that I start providing more content for you all, providing more relevant content, not just for photographers, but also for those that are looking for, a new creative outlet. So let's give it up for 2018. Lynsey Weatherspoon here, signing off. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Hey y'all, I'm so happy that you're here, and I'm just so grateful to be able to tell you about all of the great things that happened in 2018. It's been a crazy year. It's been filled with work. It's been filled with learning, and I feel like I've grown both personally and professionally this entire year. But before we get into the details of 2018, I want to remind you all about the giveaway of the Rode Video Micro. So make sure you sign up, look for the link in the description box. So make sure you do that now. So let's talk about my 2018. But before we do that, I feel like I have to explain to you all just how I got to this point. The story begins in 2006, and it's the same year that I graduated from undergrad. And during that time, I was chasing this dream of becoming a news anchor. Now, throughout that process, I was taking journalism class, broadcast journalism classes, and I was really into it. I had done a couple of internships, participated in a few organizations on campus, and that was my ultimate goal, just to be on television. And during that time, I also picked up a camera. Now, I have been shooting for a little while. I did a little bit in high school, but this is when I started taking it a bit more serious and realizing that this could be a hobby. This could be something I could, eventually make money from, but I never saw myself becoming a full-time professional photographer. And during that time, I started teaching on the collegiate level. I also was getting my master's degree. I was working a part-time job. Also, I worked at a news station. So, I was living this perfect dream. In my world, it was perfect. And I felt like that being that news anchor was going to be, that was the ultimate goal. I didn't have anything else in mind. And this is all while I was living in Birmingham, Alabama. In 2014, I decided to transition from Birmingham to Atlanta, which is where I live now, and decided to step out on faith and see what happens in my photography career. And during that time, I realized, with me being new here, the smart thing to do was to look for a job. So I started teaching public speaking here in Atlanta again, just to, of course, make sure that there was some type of income coming into my bank account in order to, offset some of those living expenses until I had a solid client base. And that was 2014, and that pretty much leads us up to 2018. And, there were a lot of other things in between that time, and I don't want to go into too many details because I plan on creating another video that really deep dives into my 10-year career path. But in 2018, just from laying down the groundwork from 2006 until now, it has been one of the most exhilarating rides that I've ever been on. This has been really rough. It's been hard. It's pretty much shown me where my strength is. My journey here has shown me that all things are good when you put your work into it. I stepped away from teaching completely in 2017 to focus on my photography career. And in a short span of time, like a good year and a half, I have worked for some major publications. Pretty much people I never thought that would even be noticing my work, even know who I am, would even consider me to shoot for them. So here's a brief rundown of where my photos were published in 2018. The New York Times, Vice, NPR, ESPN The Undefeated, Teach for America, Inc. Magazine, Lifetime, and that's just a handful of the publications and networks and agencies that I had the opportunity to shoot for. Some other amazing honors that I've had this year was being named to the Lit List, 30 emerging photographers to watch. Some of our work was highlighted at Photoville in Brooklyn this year. I also gave my first talk at a major photography conference, so shout out to the Cookout. I assisted a few friends on their film projects. I got to shoot behind the scenes stills for a Lifetime movie. I did a little bit more traveling. Now, even though the traveling involved a lot of business, it still allowed me to meet some amazing and noteworthy photo editors and just some other photographers that I've met online and actually had the opportunity to meet face to face. It's important to connect with people that are in your field. I mean, it's also humbling to know that we're all just trying to figure it all out, and just to have that feedback, that constant interaction with people who understand you makes it easier to be in this craft and to do this craft. I actually didn't just do a lot of photography stuff. I did set some other goals for myself. There's a series called the Triple Peach here, where you have to complete a 10K, a 10-mile race, and a half marathon. And I actually completed all three. So that's one running series that I've completed here in Georgia. I've also started learning how to play the guitar, and I'm currently learning how to speak French. So don't ask me anything just now, but if you catch me 3 months later, my French will be very basic, but at least it will be understood. Though this video was a very paraphrased version of my story, I just want any photographer out there that has been following me, or if you're beginning to follow me, to realize that this was a 10 to 12 year process. As I said, I was chasing one previous dream and something else came of it. Though I'm not on television, I'm here on YouTube, and I'm able to share just my experiences about life, my career experiences, and I can do that freely. I'm still doing just what I said I was going to do. It may not be the traditional way, but here I am on TV. I'm on YouTube, I'm on the internet, people can find me, and when you do find me, you realize that the process that I took, I would do it all over again. It would be a disservice to not acknowledge every single step I took just to get to 2018. I'm so grateful, and I'm also very grateful to have, had you all here to experience maybe not the beginning parts of my career, but where I am today. And I just want to say thank you so much for following me, and I hope that the story that I've told and will share in a longer length later on, that you feel inspired by, because I'm already inspired by you. And just hearing some of your stories, and some of you all that have actually emailed me or contacted me about how to get into this field, that you're aspiring to be a commercial or editorial photographer, and I want to see you do it. The process is not going to look the same for everyone, and I want you to be able to follow just what's in your heart and don't give up. I know it's very cliche to say, but if you stay on the course, you will succeed, and I want to make sure you do that. So in 2019, make sure you stick to your goals. Matter of fact, we're not even going to wait until 2019. Start writing those goals right after you see this video. So thanks again for being part of the ride. I'm not going to make any big promises to you all about, big YouTube commitments, but I will be here in this space a lot more, because I love being able to share the experiences and the information that I have that I'm able to give you. So until the next video, as always, keep shooting and trust your process. Happy New Year, folks. Peace.